Hey everyone, welcome to this evening's video. We've got some chatter in the Discord about Chainlink, and so I want to talk a little bit about it. And before I get into any of this, you guys know this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risks, doing your own research, and I'm just giving my opinion on the market. So let's just take a look here. I'm going to do just a real quick history overview on Chainlink since it got launched on Binance back in what would have been January of 2019. Take a look at that, watch the move, and kind of see where we are in relation to the counts. All right, so let's get into this. So I've got a lot here, right? So we've been watching this for quite some time. We've been watching this for quite some time, and going back here to the beginning, you can see we have an easy impulse A, and then an ABC correction into the two. Sorry, one ABC correction into the two, and then we've got a sharp move up 3, 4, and then we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extension into the fifth to complete our primary cycle of 1. Then from there, we have a pretty complex correction. This was not wave 3, right? This doesn't even it doesn't even look like a wave 3. We were talking about Chainlink back there, talking about it not being able to make through $5, and then we had a good rejection. We came all the way back to about $1.50, and I remember saying back then, I mean, honestly, I was talking about it coming all the way back down here, like below $1, but I was saying that we were going to come down, and we did. We came down pretty sharp. I mean, the whole atmosphere went down pretty sharp back there in mid-March. But anyway, we've got here, we've got 5 waves down into the A, and we've got a 5, 3, 5 into the B, and then we have 5 waves down here to complete the C. This correction is done. So now we're working on wave 3, and I think that wave is also done. Now, wave 1, it went pretty quick, right? So this happened pretty quick. The correction took a long time, and this wave 3, I think, is done. I think this wave 3 is done. What we can see, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inside of wave 3, you can see we have a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I mean, it works. It works. So we've got 5 waves into 3, and if you don't think that the structure on this looks good, let me get out a log scale, and you can see that wave 3 is significantly larger than wave 1. All right, so this works. The 1618 was sitting here at $8.16. The 175 was at $8.71. It was there this whole time. Okay, I could go back and dig up my old videos if you'd like. I mean, they're all there for you. That target was there, and that has been realized. So now that that's been realized, we correct the move. So where are we going to correct to? All right, that's what we're trying to figure out. So let's take a look at the bottom of wave 2 compared to the top of wave 3. All right, so if this is the bottom of wave 2, and I've got my 2 down here, let me just pull this up so that we can see it, wave 2 down there. We have our impulse, our 5 waves up into wave 3. If we take a fib pull from the bottom to the top, let me just compress this just a little bit. Probably should go on a daily time frame. All right, the 382 is sitting all the way out here at $4.32. I don't know if we're going to get that low. If I put up the 236, that's $5.70. Seems like that would be a pretty reasonable place for us to find some support. Okay, so if you're going to take a short position, I announced this on the Discord way back in mid-July when we were all the way up here. I said this was likely it. This looked finished, and we went down significantly. We went all the way down to $6.50, $6.51. So that's already happened. But we are in a series of corrections, and I know I'm not using the proper degree on these corrections that I've got outlined here, but let's just go ahead and fix this because I know that's going to bother some people out there that are OCD. I know it would definitely bother me. I'm going to change the color on these as well. So we've got A, B, C, and then this one also as well, minuscule in white. We have an A, B, C, and then we complete the correction here to do another A, B, C. And what this is basically just completing is an ABC of itself. Okay, so let's pull this in. We'll pick the Elliott correction wave. We've got from the top, we've got an A, and then we've got the B, and then we go down for the C on a higher degree So we'll do that, submicro. We can change the color if you want a little contrast. We'll do that. And we complete that wave C. Now, I do expect it to go down to about 570. At a minimum, I do think it goes down to, excuse me, at a minimum, I do believe it goes down to 570. What I don't know is if it's going to come all the way down here to 438. Now, if it did, there is a significant amount of confluence that would suggest that this should be supportive. You've got this right here, so we'll pull this guy, and we've got this cluster right here, and we pull this over, and it's going to overlap, so we'll pull it right there. It's going to overlap that 382 perfectly. The wick down here from this correction, so we've got this from this 4, you've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC right there where we're basically setting at for that 382, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in that fifth wave you can see it. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it looks beautiful. This is what you would want to expect to see out of an Elliott wave. It looks really nice. Okay, so I'm not going to go out here so far as to count into the down to our our really tiny subdivision. I don't really care so much about that. What I am caring about right now is this correction, and so far we are on our way through this short. Okay, I do think we come down, and the reason why this short target is sitting down here at about $6 is because if you're going to short, I mean, don't. See, people get so caught up in trying to short this thing like, oh, it hit $8, $9, so now it's going to go to $1, and I'm going to take that trade, and I'm going to make $1 billion, and I'm going to retire. You don't trade that way, okay? Take your profit at $6. If it goes further, then so be it. Then so be it. Who cares? You know, if you take a trade and you make profit, and somebody shames you for taking profit because it went further, well, you know what? Screw them, because that's not the kind of negativity you need in your life. If you took a trade and you made profit and you got out of that trade, you should feel good that you took profit. Okay? All right. That's all I've got to say about that. But the reason why that $6 target is there is because if we drill down into this just a little bit more, we've got this first move down, okay? And I'm measuring this first move on the pullback. Now we can still go up to about $8, right? Here at $7.90, we've got the 618. If I want to put the golden zone on there, let me go ahead and put the 65 on there, 0.65. Okay, let's put that on there. That's going to be our golden zone. Let's just take a look and see where that's sitting at, $7.98. Okay, so right there, that's a 65. You've got your pocket right there. And then what's going to happen if it gets up there? Probably there's going to be some software that's going to be sitting there waiting to sell. And when that happens, that is when you take the short. You stop loss on the other side of $8. You know, I would take a stop loss probably at this point, because if you're watching this video right now, you haven't taken a short more than likely. Right there, about $8.07. Okay, you've got this wick over here, you've got this this wick here, this wick here. It got lower, and so if we come back up here, chances are pretty good we're going to keep going higher. This is what trading is all about. It's all about probability, not certainty. Okay, there is no certainty. If you've watched my S&P 500 video from, I think it was yesterday, I've got two scenarios on the S&P. I've got a bull and a bear. Both of them are completely valid. Okay, so this is the bearish count on Chainlink for the short term. Am I bullish on Chainlink in the long term? Yeah, you bet I am. But for right now, I do think we come back down at least to $6. Algo targets are sitting here at $5.70, right on the money. And if that fails, if 570 fails, we're going to come back down here to $4.32. Just as where the gravity is going to be taking it. You have to pay attention to where the software is going to be just sitting there and waiting. I'm looking for my tool here. We've got this guy right there, and then if that fails, we're going to come right down here. Okay, these are the targets to the downside, which we have to pay attention to. We've already done an impulse up there. We need to finish this correction. This correction, I mean, shoot, look and see how long it took for us to complete wave 1 to wave 2. I mean, how long did that take? Let's just take a look and see. Date range from wave 1 to the bottom of wave 2. I mean, that took 256 days. A little longer than that, maybe 257. Is it reasonable to expect that this is finished correcting in a matter of, from the top to where we are right now, 16 days? No. I do say that wave 4 is probably not going to take as long as wave 2 did, but even if it was half the amount of time, you're still talking about going over all the way into December, January, February even. So Chainlink, I'm not interested in you right now anymore unless you do happen to break up above this. If that happens, then chances are pretty good that this is still a 1-2, but then this 3 goes way up here and we're on a 4 on a larger degree, then we're going to go up for 5, and this 3 is not done yet. That's what happens. So we are in the beginning of a potential shift in trend for the midterm. We've got our downside targets here. We've got this $5.70 that are sitting here, and we've got the $4.32 that's sitting way down here. Are those going to hit? Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. But the bigger question is, and this is just part of trading again, I'm not an investor, I'm a trader. And if we break up above this golden zone, this tells me that bulls are in control and the prices are going to get marked up more. If we get a rejection here, we've got a front run so far, okay? So if we take a look at this, we've got a front run of this. We almost got to the 618, but we didn't quite get there. So the 618 is $7.90, and we got all the way up to $7.86.5. So we didn't quite get there. Leads me to believe we're probably going to make another push up there. So we've got an A, B, C into the A, B, C into the B, and then we've got an A working on the B, and then we're going to go up here for the C. So very likely what this is probably going to end up doing is probably going to make another move where it's going to go down here, and then it's going to do an A, B, C up here before it makes that move down. Again, at least a 6. At least a 6. But that is what I'm expecting to happen on Chainlink. So, so Jay asked a question on the Discord. Let me find it here. He said, the other day you said link to $8 and then down to 6-ish. We almost reached 8. Do I think so? Yeah, I don't think that we're done on this little move up. Let's take a look at the indicators because this is also something that we should be paying attention to. Going back to the hourly, let's just kind of take a look at this. We look like we're creating a little bit of a top. The 3-hour is pointing down. The 1 hour is pointing up, which does support, right? This does support another move up a little bit. Like the 3-hour pointing down is supportive of this coming down here, but with the 1 hour and the 12-hour especially pointing up, this thing could still go for the next 3 to 4 days up to $8 before it finally does get rejected. So this looks like we're creating a little bit of a top here. I would be looking for some bearish divergence. If we get some bearish divergence on a rejection of the golden pocket, oh man, that's going to be a good short. That's going to be a good short if there's some bearish divergence, because that does indicate that this is going to fall further. This is going to go to $6 at a minimum. This probably is going to go to $5.70, and if $5.70 breaks, it more than likely is going to go to, where did I say, $4.30? Right there, $4.32. Probably is where that sucker's going to go. And until then, I am going to be sitting in a little short on Link. I did take this short. It's a small one. It's not anything that I'm going to be making millions on or anything like that. But I went ahead and did take the short, and I'll go ahead and continue to hold this. And if we fall with force, I won't be closing this trade. But if we are on a slow move down and the indicators are looking like we're just resetting, which by the way is what Bitcoin looked like here recently. If we look like we're resetting, I will close that short out at $6. I will be happy with my profit, and I will get out, and I will wait for this fifth wave to move up. But again, this could still take a long time. I'm not going to be quick to say that this correction is done here. It could take quite some time to get down there. So I'll be patient. I'll wait. But this is what my thought is on Chainlink. Okay. So pulling this out, let's go ahead and get rid of some of these fibs. Now that we've kind of talked about this, let's just talk about upside targets. Let's just assume that this correction gets finished. When this correction is finished, where are we looking to go? Well, let's just pull this out. And what we're looking at here take it off the log scale because that does tend to look a little funny if you're on log scale. On linear, our upside target is going to be at $12.37. Okay, so you're still looking at almost 100% profit from where we are today. But if you do wait for at least $6, or heck, even if you do make your way all the way down here to $4, now we're talking about 200 to 300% profit from there. Okay, it would make a whole lot of sense for us to find support down here. And why is that? We've got this wick all the way over here. We've got these guys all the way over here. It just makes sense for us to find support down there. So that's what my thought is on Chainlink. Again, we've been watching this for quite some time. We've been waiting for this thing to move up and out. And a lot of this really depends on what Bitcoin is going to do as well. So if you didn't, I suggest you go watch my Bitcoin video from earlier today because I give, I think, a pretty good view of a high time frame analysis. I take a look at Bitcoin from all the way back in January of 2018, December of 2017 when the bubble popped, taking a look at the price action and taking a look from an Elliott wave perspective on one potentially bearish scenario. So I suggest you go and take a look at that because that could annihilate any bullish counts on alts especially. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. If this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share, and all of that. And if you want access to the Discord, just throw in a comment in the YouTube chat, and I will be more than happy to get an invite code out to you. But of course, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, a good night, and a good evening.